Okay, Newcastle United are absolutely smashing the Championship at the moment. What do you reckon, Ped? We'll come to you first. We'll let Matt have a little stew on this as a Huddersfield Town fan. Your input will be essential.
Number one, this was news to me because I didn't even know there was a division below the Premier League. very much like the Blackburn owners in that guys.
I love that. Relegation.
You can be who?
To be fair, this was, I suppose, expected, but I think the major thing for me, and I know a lot of people, I still get grief every day about me hating Newcastle. I think what he's doing is building a lot of momentum that could carry on when he gets to the Premier League, and I think he's doing a really good job.
I saw that goal he scored the other week. I see the video of it where they kicked off and they passed it round for like 2 minutes and then scored at the end of it, and it was just absolutely out of this world. The football they played, no, mate. The football they were playing was it doesn't matter. They could have been playing anyway. It's not important that they were playing. The way they played was absolutely.
Were they playing Plymouth?
No idea. Are they even in the?
Yeovil. Grimsby.
He's perked up now. We're not talking about anything to do with the Premier League.
But here's the thing.
Or Chelsea.
My following of the Championship has kind of come vicariously through yourself. You've been giving us weekly updates via WhatsApp on how Town have been doing.
I know.
And I thought you were like there and thereabouts. And then I looked at the Championship table.
Yeah.
And you're like, I think you're like 8 points behind Newcastle at the moment already. Mate, you're on a -1 goal difference.
It's like we're in
quicksand.
It's like we're in quicksand though. So we were the pace setters. We won at Newcastle, like you were saying on the other topic, that you'd played Chelsea and Arsenal at the right time. We played Newcastle at the right time. We played them the second game of the season at their place, and we beat them 2-1. But yeah, I mean, it's the Championship's always a bit of a mad league, and us and Norwich were both up there, kind of near the top, and Norwich lost 5-0 last weekend, and we lost 5-0 on the same day. And I don't know any league where like the top two lose 5-0 on the same weekend. Maybe in the MLS. Yeah. So it's a weird league, and Newcastle though do look like they're the ones that have got enough to buck that trend. So
I have to admit, I've got a soft spot for Rafa Benitez. I always have done, and I always will do. I think he's a tremendous manager, and I'll admit that I was worried for him going down to the Championship because, for me, he should be managing at the top end of football. He's got the experience. He's won the silverware. A guy goes down there, given the problems he's had. If it doesn't work at Newcastle, I don't know where you go as a manager from there. Yeah. But it's working.
Yeah, they're doing really well. I mean, I think they're definitely going to look at promotion, but it's with the Championship. You have that fixture list. Is that going to take its toll? On a lot of those players that have stayed with Newcastle from the Premier League. I mean, the quality's there, so they will go. It's just going to be interesting to see how they deal with that fixture when you come towards it.
I just think it's bought so well. The players that they've let go, the money that they've brought in. I think they brought in the best part of 60 million quid for Sissoko and Wijnaldum. Yeah. And then they've gone out and they've got your Matt Ritchie's, who's just
cracking player.
Yeah, exactly. He's actually Premier League standard. He's got so much going for him. Jonjo Shelvey is what he should be, and he should be one of the best midfielders in that league.
I mean, Jonjo Shelvey in the Premier League had great days where he would run a game and score a couple of screamers. Villa spent a lot of money as well. They've not done so well with it. Yeah. But the thing is about when you look at Newcastle and you talk about them going down a year, and you're looking at it from the manager's point of view, but from a supporter's point of view, and I was thinking about this for you. I know you perennially finish 7th, but there's a lot of teams in the Premier League that kind of are really just above that relegation zone. And that, for me, would just be the most boring way to live. Like, I think that kind of, like, for those teams that come down and then go back up, they have a fucking great time. A promotion season, for those that don't have
Fuck off!
Fuck off! But you say that.
You've been supporting...
I would rather reign in hell than serve in heaven.
It's interesting.
Yeah. No, you go back to support England.
But no, I don't know. I think it's. I don't necessarily agree. I'd rather just be with. I'd rather be yours.
Honestly,
no. Would you rather be 13th in the Premier League every single year?
No.
What are you looking
at me
for?
Down and up.
Would you rather be? Well, but these have been up and down. You've had the experience.
Yeah, I've seen.
It's a hateful experience going down. I imagine, but
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and you think that's it. I'm not watching football again. And then as soon as the season starts, you're back into it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
You get to see your
different grounds,
and you get to see himself win more. You see your team win a lot more.
Do you know when it's great to go and see different grounds?
Go on.
in Europe. That's when it's great to go and see different towns.
Yeah.
You see so many lovely little European towns when you go in like the Europa League.
No, but you're right.
Which is nice too.
But you look at teams that let's use West Brom as an example. They're never going to be anything higher than. They might get to like an 8th and a random season. They might get into the top half of the Premier League for one season. But realistically, all they're ever going to achieve is top end of the bottom half of the league. Now, I guess you would probably take a few years of that. If you know, but if you constantly, you wouldn't. I don't think you'd want to be a yo-yo team. I don't think you want to be up and down because whose heart can take that.
Yeah.
But I agree. There must be some.
It's not fun.
Football's about the experience. It's about the highs and lows. If you've got no highs and lows, where do you get your joy from football?
Yeah, it's the chase.
Where do you get your joy from football?
Marvel.
Elsewhere, that's the point.
Marvel.
Think about that season you survived relegation on the last day.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But I bet there was no feeling like that when the final whistle went.
And you got
when Farrelly scores and everyone floods onto the pitch, but there was no feeling like it.
Yeah, there has been. Yeah.
What, the FA Cup win in '95?
You know, yeah.
He's
talking absolute fucking. Why do you keep looking at me? We've won things. Look at Dan. He had gold flowing locks before they went into the Olympic Stadium. That's what I told him out last week.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. I wouldn't really want to be up and down. But I think that if you were perennially 13th in the Premier League, the occasional relegation and winning the championship or something to come back up would probably be good fun.
I mean, look, we've sat there and we've seen teams go up and come down and go up and come down. Sunderland have done it a lot. And when they have them promotion seasons, they have a buzz, right? I honestly, and I've been supporting football for many years now, and I've always been a Huddersfield fan since I was like 6 years old. And when I look at the Premier League, right, I know we're probably never gonna get into the Prem, let alone actually get up into the stage where you're winning something or you're qualifying for something major. Now, would I want to be one of those teams that's just got a lot of players that are kind of mercenaries, that are kind of actually coming to you just to kind of, and the sooner a team that's in that top 6 or 7 comes in, then they just leave you like that. I kind of wouldn't. What I like about my club, I like having local ball players, kids that kind of come through the ranks. And for me, like
club for local people.
But it's a local club for local people. But we speak about this a bit on the podcast. And what I actually said when I was getting carried away and we were top of the league was that if we actually get there, say we get promoted and get up there, because I don't want to become like Ped, someone that's got nothing to live for every season. I said that what I would do...
Huddersfield, honest to God, Huddersfield.
Huddersfield. What I said is that I would turn my back on football, and that would be, I'd have completed it. It'd be over. I would have won. I would have won football. So I'd just then go off and do something else and would never look in on a Saturday.
You need to, if you want to get up though, can I just advise, don't finish third. Probably.
Why? Well, if you're going to go, you've got to go up by the playoffs. It's so much better.
Yeah. Really?
If you're going to go, losing in the playoffs is
playoffs is better than
winning. It's amazing.
I'd rather not do it if I could, because it is
intense.
Can't take it, but when you do it, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is intense, man. But it's amazing
because
you've got the league. Like the league's the most important thing every year. The league's the most important thing. But when you have the cup tie atmosphere with the league at stake, that's.
Can I just
that's a real.
You'd love Matt. You'd love the Intertoto Cup. Oh, you'd have a field day in that.
Starting in the first qualifying round of the Europa League. Yeah, the Anglo-Italian Cup.
Did Man U just get knocked out of that?
Yeah, he did. There's the trophy over there.
The only one thing that gets me.
Wall Street FC won.
And this is for another day. I feel so sorry for the team that finishes second. For a start, we've not mentioned Brighton once, and yet they're being amazing this season as well. You finish first, you win the league. You win a nice trophy. You finish 3rd to 6th or whatever. You win the playoffs. You get a nice trophy. What the fuck does second get?
Who finished second in the championship last year?
They get a little P next to that.
Was it not Middlesbrough?
Might have been.
There you go. Yeah. They're doing the best.
You get promoted.
Of the promoted teams.
Yeah. Anyway, Leslie, thoughts? Newcastle, are they going to steamroller the way to Premier League promotion? Do Brighton have something? Or could it be the mighty Huddersfield Town? Or even Norwich? Or other teams in the Championship? Let us know in the comments below. Click the Ball Street Shield to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we'll see you back here for more Social Club next week.